What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two-Line Music Hut Entertainment Report podcast. And tonight, we have one of the hottest rappers in the city right now. Right now, his EP is dropping this Friday. We're talking about Swagged Out Pedestrain. You know who we have in the building tonight? We have Swagger Rite in the building tonight. What's going on, my brother?
Man, I'm here, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for coming through.
Anytime, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good.
It's all good, man.
You're excited for this Friday?
I'm amped. Let's get it.
It's dropping. It's dropping.
It's about to drop, man.
All right, so let's start from the beginning here. How did you get your name Swagger Rite?
That's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was growing up, you know, where I'm from is Western Road and, you know what I mean, Jane.
Okay.
So I'm saying Humber Boulevard to be exact. That's like Western Road and Black Creek area.
Yeah.
You know, in the middle of Jane. You know, if I walk left, I could go to Jane. If I walk right, I could go Western. So it's Jane and Western, so I'm saying. Mm-hmm. We grew up off Gucci Mane, you know, the OGs came up off Gucci Mane, you know what I mean? We were listening to a lot of that type of music, and Gucci Mane had a song that he's like, Swagger Rite, shawty, I got a lot of bands, Swagger Rite, shawty, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I guess in Atlanta at the time, Swagger Rite, shawty was a thing, because even Waka Flocka had a couple of bars that said Swagger Rite, shawty in it, OJ the Juice Man, so I'm saying, so one day, I must have woke up one morning and like my backyard was always like the ish, like all the older niggas and all the young niggas, like everybody that partied used to parlay in my backyard, you know what I mean? So I woke up one morning, there's a whole bunch of music and stuff, and I just came downstairs and everybody's like, yo, we got your name's Swagger Rite, you know? You know what I mean? And it made sense, and these guys are just, you know, that's how you know they love Gucci that much, of that course. Niggas is like, yo, we're getting nicknames off of bars and shit, so I'm saying? So, you know, it just really stuck with me, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't change, like when they said that, it just stuck with me forever.
So, yeah, man, that's proper. Cause I know you've been in the business for quite a while. Yeah. And I mean, started dancing and stuff. I know at one time you were signed to Little X at that time.
Maximus,
Director X. How did that situation even happen for you?
So like I said, man, you know, when you're in the hood, like, you don't really have much to do, you know what I mean? You're limited, you know what I mean? Like, back then, we didn't really have much recreational programs or nothing like that. You know, we would have rec for 1 year, then the next year, there's no rec, you know what I mean? So they used to give and take it away from us. So, all the time. You know, we always used to have to find ourselves, find ways to have fun and, you know, feel good about ourselves in another way. So, dancing at that point, you know, it was something to do because everybody was into the dancing thing. Like, you know, the dancers were getting all the girls and stuff back then. So the man were like, yo, you know, the man could dance or whatever, and we were young. Like I was about like what when we started dancing, we called it rated PG. We were all like underneath 13, so we were like 12.
Okay,
yeah,
that's how young
so it was rated
were.
PG.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started very young. We did a show in 2005 called "You Got Served." Yes. It was held at Central Tech.
Okay.
And we won. We actually won. Yeah. So after the show, Lil X came up to me out of everybody, and it's weird, you know. He came up to me because I don't know, me. I'm like Wonder Bread. Call me Wonder Bread because like I'm just wandering all over the place, you know. So whatever, I'm walking by myself, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, great show, man. You know, do you know who I am?" And you know me, I'm a young kid. You know, I'm from the hood. We don't really know too much of anybody. You know what I mean? But what we know, what we see. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, like, he looked at me all weird because this is X, you know? Like, yo, you don't know me?
Who I am.
Whatever, you know? So he told me a bit about himself and said he would like to meet somebody in charge. And that was our choreographer at the time. So, Roach, see what I'm saying? So, when they linked up, but that was the thing. The reason why we even linked up with him because the prize winners was they got to hook up with Little X and just do video. It was like that was the prize.
That was the grand prize.
But when X actually linked up with us and he caught the vibe and like, you know, we went to his house a couple of times and met his old business partner. Shout out Ramel.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he still works with him right now, but I remember Ramel.
Yeah.
And literally we were sponsored by Roots and everything. So like he actually he messed with the group, you know. He's like, yo, you know what, you guys have something, plus you're young, you know, I can mold you guys. So the first video we did was Rihanna Pon the Replay, which was her first record, premiered her first mainstream video ever, and you know it is crazy. That's hysterical because that's Rihanna, and honestly, she's a great artist. You know what I mean? She's big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just to be a part of her first, like, you know what I mean, ever mainstream video / song. That was the first thing she's ever dropped since, like, you know, getting signed to Jay-Z and stuff. So it was a big thing, man.
Crazy.
Sean Paul Temperature, big up Sean Paul, you know? You know what I mean?
You know, that's crazy right there, because I know you're like a ball of energy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of energy.
A lot.
You know what I mean? That's why when it comes to performance, how important is your performance to you?
It's very important because honestly, like, where I come from is like dedication. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why, you know what I mean, I kind of appreciate having the experiences that I had with dancing, because we were like when we were dancing, like, all the kids were all from different hoods.
Okay.
So I'm saying, so we had guys from Driftwood, we had guys from Maze, Uptown, where else? Like, just all around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus my hood, whatever, all the way in the West End. You know what I mean? We're traveling to practice. We had dance practice at Jane and Sherham at the outside of a Petro Canada.
Wow.
There was like a white, like the Petro Canada was all white, so it had like the shiny kind of glare that made us see our reflection. So we used to practice in front of it. And that's dedication.
Yeah, for sure.
People seeing you outside of a damn gas station. We're actually on the news one time. Yeah. Somebody in City TV, or I don't think it was City TV. I think it was City Pulse or whatever. Seen us.
Yeah.
And then they just came on the blue, like, can we take some shots of you? And then we seen it on the news, like, these guys are dedicated, you know. Some young kids, you know, at risk neighborhood,
especially
just doing
coming out of Jane and Finch that time. That at least you're shining some good light on you.
Good light, you know. So it went from there to practicing at Driftwood Community Center to Northwoods. I don't know if you heard about that. It's like Jane and Shepherd area. So yeah, it's just, we're really dedicated, and I just learned how to perform on another level at a young age. So now, when I'm older, I know how to perfect it. Plus, I'm doing something different. I'm not only just dancing. I'm speaking. So I have to put that dancing energy into that speaking voice and just turning up
and that
on
control.
Some rocks. Control. You get what I mean? Because we're not, when you're dancing, how you control the stage is by your face expression, the way you're dancing, the energy. They have to feel you when you're dancing. You know. Like, you're basically your facial expressions is basically talking to them. Now I actually have to control them with my mouth. You know, I have to get you involved by saying, you know what I mean? After I say this, I want you to say that. Or, are you guys fucking with me? And everybody's saying, you got to command that. And they have to feel that energy, you know, that rage in you. So I'm saying, and that's me. I be going, like, you see my face right now. I feel like I'm a boy right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You got to be passionate about what you do, man.
Yeah, and I could see the passion. Anytime you perform, it's like you turn from, you're never on zero anymore. It's like you turn from 100 to 1,000.
I got to do it,
Crazy.
Bro. I got to. Like, even, like, for an instance, for an example, I just did A3C in Atlanta. I did Toronto Takeover. We were there for that, but I also did an Atlanta show in Atlanta because my other manager, his name's Man Pitts. I don't know if you know about him. He's like back in the days, you know, he's signed T-Pain and those guys back in the days. So a lot of people in Atlanta know him. So they're like, honestly, I was turning down shows, to be honest, because I at some point I was like, honestly, man, like, I came here to enjoy and feel it out. Like, I don't want to have too much. I don't want to be overworked. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I came to work, but I also came to enjoy myself and catch a vibe and soak it in. And that's how I got first day in Atlanta. I just dropped that a while ago too. So it's just off of the energy and the vibe. But back to what I was saying, after I performed, all the Atlanta people were like, yo, y'all Toronto people know how to talk y'all shit. And what they meant by that was my energy and how I demanded the respect. Like, cause you know what I mean? You ain't counting us out.
No.
You ain't count us out. I came here to rep.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, and there was no fear in my heart or my voice. So they're like, yo, for you to come here in our territory and talk your shit like that, you got some fucking balls.
You have to be.
You get what I mean? So they respected that, and everybody was just fucking with us. Like, they're like, yo, we didn't even know y'all know how to rap like that.
Crazy, right? No,
Yeah.
Toronto's on fire right
We're on
now.
fire, man, you know what I mean? And I'm just one of the representatives, you know what I mean? There's a few other, you know what I mean? Salute to y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all representing too, because y'all putting us on platforms to you know what I mean, express ourselves and get our voice out there. So
definitely, you know what I mean? It's part of you do your part, we can do our part, and everybody does their part, and we go further.
And we go further together,
Understand.
you know what I mean?
You were in the States, Atlanta, I know you did, LA, you're all over. How important is it for you to be able to travel, to actually go to the States?
It's very important, and that's a good question, because to be honest, like, because of my past, I never really knew if I could go to the States. So that was always a big thing, because I know how important it is. And that answers your question. Listen, it doesn't matter how good of a rapper you are. If you can't travel, you're not an asset to the music game, because unless you have a cult following where you can sit at your house and drop music and your people are repping for you, then, hey, hey, I praise you. I salute you. You need to teach me how to do them shits. So I'm saying, but you gotta be able to travel, because how you gonna do shows? You know what I mean? How are people gonna be able to vouch for you?
Yeah.
Seeing is believing. So I'm saying, especially being a Toronto artist. You know what I mean? To Americans and everybody overseas, seeing is believing. They gotta see you to vouch for you. Like, okay, yo, what have I heard about that swag? Yeah. He was in LA. Like me. People always be talking about, oh, yo, you don't know Swagger, right? Yo, he from Toronto, that South by Southwest.
Yeah.
I see him in LA, you know what I mean? That nigga just did A3C. So my name, people talk about me and people are vouching for me because they see me. It's not like, oh, this wonder, who the hell is this kid from Toronto? Like, what the fuck, where have you been? Who is he? Then, okay, he's just from Toronto. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay,
what's next?
What's next? Yeah. So honestly, you know what I mean? Just for the kids who are trying to, like, go places with this rap stuff, or just anything that you do, bro, just make sure you get your shit together and make sure that your record's clean so you could travel, man. Because you know what I mean, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities coming your way, but they're gonna also go the other way when they figure out that you can't travel and they don't have any real use for you. You know what I mean? Because you might not be able to blow up in Toronto, and a person might see that and be like, yo, we need to put this person here. But if you can't travel, how could they put you anywhere to get where you need to get in life?
You get
Simple.
It's definitely crazy important.
It's very important.
Talking about traveling, when you go to the States now, how do they accept, or what do they even think about Canadian rappers and artists and stuff?
Like, they mess with us, but they don't know anything about us or our culture. So
okay.
As far as like just, I don't know, man. They just, a lot of people off of our energy and just being from Toronto, they automatically fuck with us because we're from Canada.
Yeah.
But they also think that there's no crimes happening down here. No cap. They said, oh, you guys don't even have, they're thinking of us like UK.
Yeah.
Because UK, you can't even have a gun. But bro, there's barely any guns in the UK. But obviously, if you Google Toronto, we don't want to get too far into that. That's not what we're promoting out here. But bro, you're gonna see it's crazy out here. See what I'm saying? So I let them know. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying, what are you talking about? You need to go Google this shit, or you need to go do that. And they'd be like, oh, y'all really get down like that? Like, holy shit! I thought you weren't even able to get access to a gun or anything. So they don't look at us like where there's any tough people out here, like any crime. They just look at it like, yo, okay, Drake's from here. You know what I mean? And I'll fuck with you because, yo, we fuck with Drake type shit. You see what I'm saying? Because anytime I say I'm from Toronto, they automatically want to link up.
That's the first thing that they want to know.
Because we're the talk right now, you know? And a lot of people are curious, and it's guys like me that are now having like a lot of States people understanding where we're coming from, because a lot of guys don't get to express how I'm expressing it out here. Like, I'm from the streets. I'm really from the streets. I'm like probably I'm probably like the first, like, not even to put out there, like right now, probably like one of the first like mainstream artists, other than like the Oppressors, or you get what I mean? Like, other than, because we're the new generation. Right here, well, I'm talking about like from what we were watching. I don't want to consider certain people's street. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna put it out there. Like we really the young street niggas that are mainstream right now. So it's like, HBMB, everybody's a boss, man.
I hear you.
Get with it, get lost.
Talking about Drake, all right. What was the connection to actually Drake's Plan, the CBC documentary there? How did you get involved with that there?
Well, basically, like I said, like I'm one of the mainstream artists coming up, and like the neighborhood that I'm from, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess they had some questions, you know what I mean? And it was really great to be a part of that. That's a really big thing, you know what I mean?
100%.
For it being like a Drake documentary, and like, you know, I'm a really big fan of Drake. Like I'll say I'm a fan. I don't care. If I like your music, I'm a fan of your music. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna say I'm your fan, but I like your music. Nah, bro. If you like somebody's music, you're a fan. You're a fan. Like, I don't care. You could do music. You could sell houses, bro. If I'm inspired by what you do, I'm a fan of what you do, and I promote people to do that. Like I encourage people to be like that, because at the end of the day, it shows you have no hate in your blood, no fake in your blood. You feel me? And there's a lot of hatred and a lot of fake and insecure people out here, and you know we gotta get rid of these people and start, you know what I mean, telling our people to do better and be better and feel better about themselves. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. You know what I mean? Do you have any relationship with the OVO camp or anything?
Of course I do, man. You know what I mean? It's Swagger Rite shorty, man. That's what I'm saying. East side, west side, you know what I mean? I'm out here. North side, south side, you know what I mean? Who doesn't know me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so back in the days when I was younger, I'm born in Scarborough.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's water broke. I'm from the West End, but my mom water broke in Galloway.
Okay.
While she was at my cousin's house and stuff. I'm born at Scarborough General Hospital, and like Drake's song "Days in the East."
Yeah,
I love it a lot because it just reminded me it's like days in the East when I'm in the East, because every summer I would be in the East, like I'm out there, like you know, I'm one of these. That's my second home. We doing all type of shit, but. Like I was growing up seeing all these guys. They knew who I am. I was that little badass West End kid, you know? Like, oh, this little West End shit. That's all they used to call me, this little West End shit. See what I'm saying? Coming out here fucking doing fucking little badass shit, you know what I mean? So I was just around, man, you know what I mean? Shout out Chubbs, you know what I mean? Wool. All the guys like Jizzle and them, man. They're like, Drake says all the names Drake says when all those guys, those are my family, like, you know what I mean? Those guys always hit me up and tell me, you know, I love what you're doing, you know, because I was there from the jump, and realistically that kind of motivated me to want to rap, so I'm saying, because once you see it, you could do it too, bro.
You know it's real,
bro. There's nothing that should stop you. These people are just like you, bro. These people have turned nothing into something.
Yeah.
So why can't I do that too?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So these are the big homies, man. Shout out, you know what I mean?
Crazy. That's big right there.
Yeah.
I know you collaborate a lot. I know you did something with Kid Blue, Young Tory, Yellow Breezy, Slim Niro, Black Boy, JB. All of that stuff there. You know what I mean? How important is it for you to actually collaborate with artists, whether they're Toronto or international?
It's just good to build relationships, you know what I mean? The right politics are always good, you know what I mean? Just be connected with the right people. So I'm saying, so like, you know, artists that I always wanted to, you know, feature with, and, you know, it's just good to like just mix sounds and stuff. I like mixing sounds, you know what I mean? Because it comes out great. Yeah. You know, it turns into something different. Because you never know, bro. I don't, that's why I don't really turn down like people that want to do features with me, unless you're like super trash. I might, like, I wouldn't like put you down or something. I'd probably be like, yo, this ain't for me. But yo, you could work on this, you could work on that, and like holler back at me, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not like, oh, I don't fuck with this, and then whatever. You still have a chance after this. I'm just saying, yo, you ain't ready yet. You know, there was times where I wasn't ready yet. So I'm saying, I'm not a yes man. You know, if you want a yes man, go pay somebody to tell you yes all the time. So I'm saying, but you don't get nowhere with being a yes man. So I'm saying, I'm setting you up for success if I'm gonna tell you no. So I'm saying, you're setting me up for failure if you're gonna tell me yes when you should have told me no. You understand? So that's just how I think, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's break down some of your tracks here.
Talk to
me. What really came across my desk, big, was Drop Top.
Drop
You know what I mean?
Drop top. Lamborghini in a drop top. Hey.
The visuals, sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The collab with you and Slim De Niro and Yellow Breezy, sick. You know what I mean?
Respect, yeah.
How did I even come around?
So, I had a beat. One of the producers I work with, he worked on it, and then I did a little thing because I did a little something to it because like Shaw Hustle, I didn't get to bring it up, but Shaw Hustle is from G-Way. That's my cousin. 4301 925. Everybody knows that door.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, because that's where everybody chill. If you were somebody, you've been through that door. So I'm saying, so he did a lot of like producing. He was actually one of the first rappers to come out of the whole thing, like him and Guillotine.
Okay, yes,
it was him and Guillotine,
of course.
So it was him and Guillotine. You know what I mean? 333 Early Birds. So I'm saying, and then they came up with the rest, Reps Up movements.
Yep.
So I'm saying, I think they dropped Hot Winters or some shit like that back in the days. But yeah, so he used to do a lot of producing and stuff. So I always had a 1-2. You know what I mean? From family shit, fucking with the keys and shit and all the. You know what I mean? So I did a little thing to it and then whatever. I did the chorus, like, I freestyled the chorus, and it was fucking fire, so I'm like, yo, I'm not even a freestyle no more, I'm just gonna write. You know what I mean? There's actually an extended version, we're gonna drop it soon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because some bars were cut, you know what I'm gonna put out there, some bars were cut.
Yeah.
Actually, we demolished, everybody demolished it, but I guess we're feeling the fucking track too much, because we were going too long. So I'm saying, it was crazy. So yeah, shout out to Yellow Breezy and Flip De Niro, my guys.
Yeah. How did they get involved? How did you connect with them?
Yeah, see, I didn't get to that. So how I got into that was so Memp has a good relationship with Flip's manager. So I'm saying I always fuck with Yellow Bees. Yellow Bees a Crip nigga. Now I fuck with some Crip niggas. Know what I mean? So I'm saying no cap.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, I fuck with Yellow Bees. You know what I mean? I'll reach out to homie and we, you know what I mean. So we rushed out to them, gave them a joint. They fuck with it so hard. Like Flip fuck with it. He ain't even thinking about no money.
Yeah.
He ain't even. He like, yo, this shit's crazy. I'm gonna hit you back. The nigga hit me back, and I was like, I knew he really liked it because his bars were fire.
Crazy.
His bars was fire. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, we got one down. He put his bar, and then we're waiting for Yellow. Yellow was fucking with it. He gave it right back. Quick.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And even I don't know, man. But yo, you right though. That shit hard as fuck, bro.
Crazy. When I seen it come across, I was on YouTube and I seen it come across. I said, "Yo, this is hot."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I had to get people ready for the summer, man. I wanted people flex. I wanted to see people flexing, bro.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make music that people could just, have fun and feel good. And you know what I mean? I'm in my drop top whip with a bad bitch. You know what I mean? She sucking my, you know what I mean? We flexing, baby. You feel me?
Crazy.
Yeah.
The bass, how it rolls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I want even how that bass came in too. That's like a bass that we always use. Like even if you hear like they're in love with the K type. So it's like so I'm getting ready. I need that little rocky sound because when I perform, bro. Yeah. Like I just be rocking
when
out.
it drops.
Yeah. So. I like performing drop top. That's some riot shit, bro.
You guys shot the visuals up here or in the States?
We shot it here.
Okay.
And it was good. It was a good idea to shoot it here. Just like the whole setup and the whole like how it came about and the person that shot it. Yeah. Which is a deep story because Zach Fax was the one who shot it.
It was Zach.
Zach. Yeah, Zach. Know Zach.
Crazy.
Zach is dope.
Zach is crazy.
Zach is dope. Shout out my brody. So back before when I wasn't really taking rap serious like that, but I had a 1-2 stuff and whatever, and obviously we have our little wish list and our goals list. So like, and that's how you know I'm determined to get what I want. Yeah, it's just going like working towards it and getting in and having patience and having all that faith in yourself. You know what I mean? I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I really like Zach's work, and one day I'm gonna hit him up and whatever. Even Zach, that's the funny thing, and he's like, oh, he apologized to me and stuff. But I'm like, you ain't have to apologize, bro. If I rock with you, I rock with you. So I must have hit him up years ago. Yeah, and said, yo, I want a video from you sooner or later when I get to a certain level and I'm gonna be there, and I know he still has that message, like bro, I'm here. Next thing you know, he's the one shooting my video, and I told him, yo, and I know he checked the messages after. He's like, yo, bro, sorry about that, yo. But I'm like, fam, honestly, at the end of the day, I was a fan of what you're doing. At the end of the day, I don't care if you don't reply. I already knew this was coming. You feel what I mean? I wasn't worried about it. I'm like, if he doesn't reply, I'm gonna see him later on, and he's gonna shoot this video.
For sure.
And you here doing it, and they just rock with my energy and just me keeping it real, cause you know I don't do that fake shit. And you know what I mean? I told him, yo, I want you to do it. You're a young guy. You know what I like. I know you know what I like because I've been watching you.
So grungy and crazy and in your face.
And exactly how I wanted it came out. So, hey, shout out Zach.
Zach is crazy. Fire.
Yeah, fire.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about your other collab, your latest single right now, In Love with the K. You know what I mean? All right. How did that come up?
So that track was already out. We took it down and redropped it. There's nothing wrong with the drop. It was a fantastic drop. It's just that, you know, my label thought it would be good if they repush it and shit, right? Yeah. So basically, what we did the remix, but we did the remix literally like recently. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So once again, Memphis from Memphis. Memphis. So he has all the pull over there. He has a lot of people over there. So it wasn't really hard to get a feature from Block Boy. So I'm saying, because Block Boy, he a real dude. Like, you know what I mean? He's not one of those guys that are like Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, nah. You know, he was on it. So, and, you know, I was surprised when he came on it. You know what I mean? Talking about Kim K and shit. So guess what, bitch? I want to chat today. And I got me a whole 100K. Wait, hold on. I like, yo, hold on, wait. Back up. The nigga just say, yo, it's crazy. I was like, yo, Kanye gonna be mad for this, but yo, hey.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Yeah. It's just bars, man. You know, anything goes in this rap shit, right? So, you know.
When are we gonna see some visuals for that one there?
Hey. So I'm probably gonna go to Memphis and shoot it next year. Okay. But depending on how I feel, like I got so much stuff going on. Like, we're about to drop the EP number 1 and then EP number 2, and I have so much songs. Yeah. So who knows? We might get into it probably a year and a half from now. Yeah. You never know, because it's just there's just so much record. We gotta keep this going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But. Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely. But when I shoot that video, we going to Memphis, baby.
Trust me. Let's go. To get the real vibe.
To get the real vibe. I need it. You know what I mean? My homeboy in my Memphis be like, oh yeah, it's wild out there, but nah, I don't care. It ain't wild. It's wild everywhere. Come to Toronto.
Let's make it happen.
It's wild everywhere.
You brought up the EP. Yeah. Swagged Out Pedestrain.
Swagged Out Pedestrain.
Dropping this Friday.
Yeah.
All right. What could they expect?
A lot of explicit content, but also, you know, like flashy, fun, you know, fashionist type stuff. You like clothes, you like girls, you like to feel good about yourself. You confident about yourself. Yeah. You not. Maybe after listening to this, you're going to be confident, because realistically, this is for you. You know what I mean? This is trying to teach you how to carry yourself, how to just feel comfortable in your skin and just do what you want to do. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, don't compete with yourself. I mean, don't compete with other people. Compete with yourself. You are your only competition. See what I'm saying?
You got to be a better version of yourself.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
What I mean? Dropping this Friday on all platforms.
All platforms, baby.
Any surprises?
Well, we dropping. Well, not. It's not gonna. We already dropped the surprises realistically, because the features and whatever, we gonna slap those on it. But you know what I mean, I have 2 tracks or whatever. Yeah. But they gonna love it, because honestly, the 2 tracks are the super new ones, and I know they're gonna be super amped. You know what I mean, for that. And then the EP number 2, we don't even want to get into that. But y'all just go into EP number 1. Yeah. Stream the living shit out of that. Don't worry, I got y'all. Yeah, I got y'all.
I see the movement out there. Yeah, you know what I mean? I see a lot of people reposting it. I see it everywhere right now.
They support.
You know what I mean? They're writing for you right now.
But you know why wouldn't you write for Swag? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I mean? You know where we're coming from. We're coming from the dark, and you know what I mean? I found the light. And now I'm trying to shed the light on others. And at the end of the day, I'm from the streets. There's a lot of shit happening. I came from all this shit everybody's rapping about. You know what I mean? But yeah, my music's crazy, but I don't be promoting that on my off days. Yeah. You know, I'm telling these kids, like, yo, you see what I'm doing now? This is something positive, because I didn't want to get myself into situations that I could have got myself into, you know, and look where I am now. You see what I'm saying? And you have time to change. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could have been nowhere. I could have been behind bars, dead, wherever, fucking on the street, begging for money. But I'm right here having this interview with you right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm putting a voice out there. See what I'm saying? So.
And that's what I like, because I was even going to ask you, you know what I mean? Because right now, you know, Toronto's crazy
it's
right
crazy.
now. The streets are crazy.
It's wild, yeah.
But again, you know how to maneuver in and out, and you know
That's
what I mean?
it. Honestly, bro, it's easy to maneuver, bro. Just do what you say you're gonna do, bro. If you want to do, you can't have one foot in and one foot out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't say, okay, I'm gonna do music, but I'm gonna be in the streets. You can't mix the streets with music, my G.
Either.
You can make street music, but you can't mix the streets with music. It just doesn't. It doesn't mix. See what I'm saying? You get caught up. That's how you get caught up in that spider web. You feel me? And that's how you get put back into where the system wants you. Because at the end of the day, when the system sees guys like me doing this, they don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, they want to set me up for failure. They're like, why this guy back? He ain't in the hood. You know, we don't drive by and harass Mr. Knight anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like, they don't like to see that.
Yeah.
But shout out to them too. Shout out to the system. Because, you know, without the system, I wouldn't have felt like, yo, I'm trapped and I had to get out, you know, or people were trying to hold me back. You know what I mean? I feel like the system played a big part of me wanting to be more, so much more. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, even before I used to get caught up and stuff, and like officers and stuff used to tell me like, yo, like, yeah, you're a bad guy. Like, you know, I know, like, I'm not a bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know what a bad guy is. You're a fucking bad guy, because you're supposed to serve and protect and try to change people's lives. But you ain't here to change anybody's lives. You're just here to make it worse. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make people understand that, my nigga, you could be big. You see what I'm saying? There's millions of dollars to be made. And it ain't just music. You see what I'm saying? It stands for all fields. You see somebody doing good in one thing, that should motivate you to do whatever you're doing, because 100%. That person took the same exact steps as you. They believed in what they were good at, and they pushed and they worked towards it, and they got what they wanted. And like I said, even with the Zach Fact stuff, I didn't care if you was going to reply to me. I already knew I was going to get there. And I got there.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
believe in yourself.
Just believe in yourself, my nigga. That's it.
Makes sense. I got one question. I have a round called Rapid Facts.
Yeah.
But before I get to Rapid Facts, I got one question for you.
Talk to me.
The Mural downtown. How did that even come around? Because that was crazy. You know, the first place I seen it before IG was on the news. Crazy. How did that come around?
So I don't know. I think Ali Jams, and I feel so bad because I'm bad with names, and the guy that actually did, man, it's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I want to remember his name. The guy who actually did the stuff, like got everything done with the city and stuff. Mind if I sound weird? It's a Chinese guy. You know who you are. Yeah. Sorry, but I love you. I love you a lot.
We'll insert.
I love you.
Name
We'll insert at the bottom of the video.
Yeah,
yeah, please, because you know he needs that credit for it. You know, a couple of people they reached out to the label and stuff, and they made it happen.
Yeah.
And it was a good look because, bro, it was like a surprise for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I seen it how you seen it.
Crazy.
Who is this guy? I'm looking at this in News Jackson. Who is this guy? And I'm like, me? You know, and then like that's why thank God like for the people that support me, bro, because it's such a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
I had like hundreds of mentions. I couldn't even, honestly, my hands were getting tired. Because I'm so passionate about engaging with, like, because I'm not Hollywood, my nigga. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, even, it doesn't matter how much money I make, bro, I will always engage with the people that support me forever. And if I don't get to engage with you, it's not because I don't want to, it's because there's so much DMs that it's just so hard. But I try, I'm so passionate. I see you get what I mean? Like, even, I'll be putting on my gram, like, if I didn't get to repost your thing, like, I apologize. Like, I have supporters telling me, yo, my nigga, like, you're too big to do that. But, like, yo, bro, I just want to be me, bro. Yeah. You feel what I feel like if I'm doing that, then I'm trying to be somebody I'm not. Yeah. I want to engage. You get what I mean? I want to engage because I could be changing a life by just answering somebody. You know what I mean? And like, yo, Swagger Rite answered me, yo. Yo, that's sick. That means I'm on the right track. Yo, I need to get my shit together. You feel what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there crying for help, bro. And they obviously sometimes they look for the wrong places, but sometimes it's kind of the right places. But you know what I mean? It's not like everybody's gonna answer, like all these big artists are gonna answer their DMs, bro. Yeah. Fuck, bro. You just never know, bro. Yeah. And I've changed a lot of lives by replying to people's messages because there's even a couple of people. I'll tell you this story, like just so it's like people can understand what I mean. So there's this one kid, he's going through a lot, you know. And he had hit me up and he like sent me a long ass paragraph and I like took in everything, you know, because I'm like, yo, you never know, you could be stopping a suicide mission right now or something, you know. So, you know, I just told homie, I said, yo, fam, like, you know, he's going through some shit. And I said, yo, I've been through shit a million times. Like, don't make all this me flexing and all this money shit get it twisted, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was down just like you. I was in the same boat, you know? I said, but the difference between me is, you know, I figured, like, just dealing with the situation and just sitting back and finding ways to just get over it and bring yourself up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, fam, just keep doing what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? This is gonna make you. You see, today, don't forget this. Don't forget the struggle. Don't forget all of this. You know what I mean? Use this energy and put it towards the energy that's gonna make you successful in life. And you know, I just talked to him and, yo, this kid, he's trying to hit me up on business proposals right now. He said, yo,
Crazy.
He's hitting me up every other day like, yo, I need you to be a part of this. I own 2 properties. I own a business.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, and I just feel like I need to give back to you. And I'm like, yo, fam, I'm good. But like, you know, don't worry. We'll link up and talk.
When we're supposed to get there.
Look what this turned this kid had nothing. This kid was broke.
Yeah.
This kid was like, who knows what the fuck he was thinking? You know what I mean? This kid owns property now, but he be telling everybody because of me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Crazy. It's crazy life, you know.
It's life,
Life.
bro.
All right.
That's good.
Rapid facts. But you know what? Shout out, where is the mural? Exactly where is it?
Dundas and Victoria. For
Dundas
those who
and
don't
Victoria.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you and Killy are on
Me and Killy, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Killy.
Crazy. All right,
Yeah.
let's get into this rapid facts.
Let's get it.
Actually, some quick questions. Just give me some quick answers.
I got
all
you.
right?
Let's
All
go.
right. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
All right.
No, sorry, blue and green. Sorry, I'll not, blue and green together.
Yeah.
I can't leave one. I'm sorry.
Aqua.
Yes.
All right. What's your biggest fear?
Myself, God.
Yeah. All right. Are you a cooker or a cleaner?
Both.
Okay. What's the last book you read?
Arts of War.
Big book.
Yeah, so it was just, OG told me to read it and I read. I didn't read the whole thing to be honest, but I read majority of it.
Good.
Whatever I learned from it stuck with me, so that's good.
What's your hobby?
Everything that has to do with fun.
Okay. All right. What hidden talent do you have that most people wouldn't know?
I sing.
You sing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sing and I do rock songs.
I seen when you did the collab with Young Tory.
Yeah.
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 Okay. What makes you relax?
Cooking.
Okay. Who is your biggest influence?
Gucci Man.
Makes sense. Favorite movie?
Shit. I want to say Scarface, but I'll be damn capping. That's like second, but Kid and Play, House Party.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess the energy, the dancing, and everything. You like that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Do you prefer water or juice?
Water.
Okay. Cool. Sweet stuff or salty stuff?
I'm growing up, so I'll rather salty stuff right now. I'm in another candy thing.
All right. And the last one here. Who's your favorite comedian?
The Chappelle Show.
I knew 100% you were going to say that.
What, you're going to say Kevin Hart? That's being biased. Everybody's going to say Kevin Hart. No. The Chappelle Show.
I got
We're going to David Chappelle, bro.
That's the end of the rapid facts. Now the floor is yours. Anybody you want to big up, anybody you want to shout out, anything you want to say, leave some contact information before we get out of here. It's all yours right now.
Hey, first of all, I want to say, shout out to Two Line Music Hut, you know what I mean, for having me. So I'm saying, We're gonna drop this soon. Shout out to the families, you know, shout out to the guys, you know, shout out to the block, shout out HBMB 333. Hey Shaw, I see you. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the city doing it. Shout out to every artist in the city that's making us look good. To every artist that are making us look bad. If you need help, we're always here to help you. And you know, just shout out to everybody that's just trying to put positive energy out here and have an upbringing community. You know what I mean? Let's get it. It's 2020's coming up. It's lit.
Just like when they want to find you on the gram, where could they find you?
Hey, Instagram at me at Swagger Rite. That's at SWAGGERRITE. Twitter Swagger_Rite. You know what I mean? The spelling is RITE, so not RITE. I mean RIGHT, RITE.
All right.
So yeah, just Google me. It ain't hard to find.
You're Googleable.
Yeah, I'm Googleable. Yeah, you can't find me no. Come on.
Listen, I rate your energy. I rate your vibe. I like the way how you think. You know what I mean? You're really smart and you're from the heart.
Always,
you know what I mean? And
always.
that's really what it comes down to.
That's what makes it. That's what makes you real, man. You know?
Big up yourself.
Big
Swagger
up you
Rite.
too.
It was
Thank you, big
amazing.
brother.
I can't wait for the EP to drop this Friday. You know what I mean? Swagged Out Pedestrain.
I'm probably have to deliver it a little bit early. You know what I mean? We'll probably drop it, and then I'll probably give it to you probably a couple hours earlier, so you get to have the first. You know what I mean? Devil, I got you, big bro. I got you. Don't worry.
Big up yourself, Swagger. All right. Big up Troy Crossfield. Big up the management.
Yeah,
big up everybody.
Troy, yo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up management. Big up label. Big up everybody.
All right. They made it happen. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out. Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.